Good morning, everyone. So for this video, we will be continuing our discussion on research and experiment. Previously, we discussed what is research and what are different research methods. So for this video, we will be discussing naman what are the experimental design principles. Okay, so what is an experiment? Okay, an experiment deliberately imposes some treatment on individuals in order to observe the response. Okay, so for an experiment, we introduce something new. Okay, so we introduce some changes, or technically, those are treatments. Okay, we introduce some treatments. May bago, may innovation, or may changes tayo na gustong pag-aralan. So what we do is to introduce that one to individuals or some test subjects in order to observe kung ano yung kanyang magiging response or ano ang magiging effect or result nung ating inintroduce na treatments dun sa ating mga subjects. An experiment is a proposal. It is a planned inquiry to obtain new facts which may confirm or deny facts obtained from other investigations. Okay? So, planned inquiry. So, yung ating experiment must have been planned, no, using different or acceptable na scientific methods or methodology. Okay? So, hindi lang siya bastang pag-conduct. So, it has to have a scientific basis or background. Okay, and in order to obtain new facts, okay, so we gain new information, and that information or knowledge may confirm or deny existing information. So pwede niyang i-support yung yung mga existing na knowledge, or pwede niyang i-oppose. Okay, that depends on the result of the study. So an experiment can give good causation or evidence for causation because controlled yung ating pagkakakandak na experiment. So whatever the result of the experiment, that is due, no, kung maganda or hindi man maganda yung result, that is purely because of the treatments or the changes now we introduce to our test subjects. Okay, so there are three kinds of experiment. Number one, we have preliminary experiment. Ito yung mga experiment na mga trials muna before we conduct the actual study or the final ng mga trials. So we do preliminary study muna in order to linisin pa yung ating methods or ayusin pa yung ating methods sa pagkakandak na experiment. Okay, so kasi minsan it might be na meron tayong glitches or medyo may mali sa ating initial na methodology. So with preliminary experiment, we could change them or we could correct kung ano yung mga magiging or naging mali sa ating methods. Number second na experiment or the investigation experiment. So these are now the final experiments na ating ikakandak or the final trials. Then number three, we have the verification experiment. So these are experiments done to validate or to confirm previous trials. Okay, kung sakaling may mga doubts sa mga previous trials or experiments, we could reconduct them to verify or validate yung results ng previous studies. Okay, so in an experiment, we have units na ginagamit. So experimental units are individuals on which the experiment is done. Kung ano yung ginamit natin na mga materials or kung saan kinandak or kanino kinandak yung ating study, those are experimental units. Pwedeng hayop, pwedeng tanim, or pwede na mga materials. Okay? So kung tao yung ginamit na experimental units, ang term niya is subject. Okay? So ayan, in an experiment, we also have variables. Okay? Any characteristic of individual. These are the properties that we want to explore or we want to test or we want to measure. Okay? So, dalawa ang ating variables in experiment. We have independent or the dependent variables. Independent variables or explanatory variables, these are variables that explain or cause changes in other variables. And ang ating independent variables, these are the treatments that we want to introduce. Okay? Treatments because siya yung mag-explain or magkakos ng changes later on. Okay? Kung merong pagbabago na nangyari, so that is because of the treatments. That is because of the independent variables that we introduce. Okay? Yung magiging result ng study, those are the dependent variables or response variables. response because siya yung changes na nangyari, okay, na because of the treatments that we introduce. Okay, so it is the measure of an outcome of a study, values of which are affected or effects or results from testing the independent variables. Okay, so yung ating independent, those are the cause. Ang dependent, yun yung ating effect. Okay, so yung ating independent are the treatments. Ang dependent naman, these are the properties that are affected by the treatments. Okay, then another term we have control. These are the basis for comparison for a study. Okay, normally we want to compare our treatments to a standard or existing na practices or technology. So yung ating point of comparison are what we call as the control. Okay, so ano yung existing or ano ang present technology, sila yung ating control. Because yung ating treatment are the changes that we introduce. So we could only say na maganda or hindi maganda yung changes if we compare that to the present technology, which are the control natin. Okay? So ang treatment or factor, a specific experimental condition applied to units, denote any procedure whose effect is to be measured and compared with other treatments or procedure. Example, we have instructional methods, irrigation rate, fertilizer application, and many others. Okay, so these are the independent variables, yung ating treatment that we introduce in our research. Okay, so examples lang to let's identify kung ano yung ating mga different variables and the control and the experimental units in a particular study. So assuming we have a research topic na efficacy of kamote peelings as feed supplement for broiler chickens. Okay, so we want to study kung ano ang magiging effect ng kamote peelings or balat ng kamote sa broiler chicken. Okay, so ano ang possible na independent variables, ano yung ating treatments na pwedeng gamitin. Okay, so ulit, ito yung ating treatments or the changes or innovation ba na gusto nating pag-aralan. Okay, so pwede ang kamote peelings and feed na ratio. Okay, so peelings plus commercial feed, so we mix them together. So kung ano ang mixing ratio nila, so yun yung ating magiging treatment. Okay, so pwede ang treatment 1, 100% na peelings. Ang treatment 2, we have 50% na peelings, 50% na commercial feeds. Ang treatment 3 naman, konti lang, let's say 25% na peelings, then 75% na commercial feed. So, mixing ratio ng peelings and feed. Okay, so that is one possible treatment na pwedeng i-experiment natin. Okay, pwede rin ang peelings ng iba't ibang variety ng kamote. So it might be may possible effect. Okay, we don't know that. Okay, so we want to study nga. Okay, so pwede ang pwedeng independent variable natin or treatment yung variety ng kamote kung saan galing ating peelings. Pwede rin textural characteristics of kamote peelings. Gaano kalaki yung ating grains once we convert that into feeds yung ating peelings. Pwede rin moisture content. Okay? So yan, those are possible treatments na pwedeng pag-aralan natin. Okay? So yung magiging result niya, ano yung mga variables na pwedeng i-test. So those are the dependent. Okay? So we have treatments nga kanina. So how do we measure the effect ng treatment? Okay? So pwede sa weight ng chicken. Okay? So kung mabigat ang chicken, so we could say na effective siya, or kung pumayat siya, ibig sabihin hindi maganda yung kamote peelings. Okay? So pwede rin sa height, pwede other physical attributes, pwede ang number of feathers or skin color. Okay? However, broiler naman yung ating test subject. So it's more on the weight, no, ng ating chicken, yung pinakamagandang dependent variable. However, may other variables or properties na pwedeng i-measure, no, depende sa goal ng ating researcher. Yung ating control, kung saan siya i-compare, so that is a 100% na commercial feeds because this is the existing na technology for broiler chicken. So if we want to determine kung effective ba or hindi yung ating kamote peelings, so we should compare that with the commercial feeds. Then ang ating experimental units for that particular study, we have kamote peelings, yung mga ginagamit natin na importante. We have the peelings, the feeds, and then saan sa i-apply dun sa ating commercial chicken or broiler chicken. Okay, so what is an experimental design? It refers to the choice of treatments and the manner in which the experimental units are assigned to the treatments. Okay, so gaano kadami yung ating treatments na gagamitin. The planning of experiments so that meaningful questions can be asked and put to a test. Okay, so paano yung ating planned inquiry or paano yung ikakandak yung ating experiment. So we put all those things or we write down dun sa ating experimental design. So the design must be detailed in order to conduct the experiment really well. Okay? It includes the plan and the actual procedure and even the layout ng ating experiment kung field or even greenhouse no na mga experiments. Okay? So yung ating layout, this is the relative partitioning of the treatments to the fixed position of experimental unit. So the layout is very important kung mga field works tayo. If we do our activities, no, particularly sa lupa or outside the laboratory setting, okay? So normally ang mga agriculture studies are very keen on proper layouting of the experimental plots. Okay? The experiment must be controlled, no? That is, in a controlled experiment, all variables except the one of concern are held fixed. So lahat ng mga variables fixed, maliban dun sa ating treatment. Okay? So yung treatment lang yung magbabago-bago, all the other variables must stay the same. So halimbawa, dun sa ating example kanina on broiler chicken, so yung magbabago-bago lang are the feeds. Okay? The commercial feed and the kamote peelings na pagkain na ratio. So yan lang yung babaguhin. All other factors must be held fixed or must be held constant. So yung ating tubig na ipapainom sa chicken must be constant sa lahat ng chicken. Pareho-pareho dapat yung kanilang housing, pare-pareho yung temperature sa surrounding and so on. Dapat controlled lahat. Walang changes or walang iba from one chicken to another chicken. Dapat pareho lahat. The only difference will be the treatment or in that case, yung feed and kamote peelings na ratio. All other factors must be constant. Okay? So in order to prevent yung tinatawag natin na placebo effect, the effect of a damage treatment. Okay? So yung effect pala is not because of the treatment, but because of some other factors. Okay? Na hindi na control. Okay? So let's say sa mga uso ngayon ang mga herbal supplements, okay? So sinasabi nga dun sa ating mga labels ng herbal supplements, no therapeutic claim, okay? They do not want to claim na nakapagpagaling yung kanilang supplement, okay? Which is true naman, okay? Kasi nga it might be na yung effect ng supplement no hindi true or pwede ring true for pwedeng tama, pwedeng mali, no? Or pwedeng totoo siya or pwede rin because of the damning effect, no? So, let's say uminom tayo ng papayat na supplement, no? So, it might be na effective yung ating nainom or pwede rin because of some other factors. Let's say during sa pag-inom natin ng supplement na yun, we also reduce our intake of rice or coke ba or nag-exercise tayo. The effect is not because of the supplement lang or pwedeng hindi talaga effect ng supplement but because of our change of lifestyle. So that is a placebo effect. Ang effect is not because of the treatment or because of the supplement but because of some other factors na hindi na control. Okay? So, ayan, that is a very important consideration sa placebo effect. Dapat control environment in order to minimize yung ating tinatawag na placebo effect. Okay? So, what are the importance of experimental design? Ensure cost-effective collection of appropriate data, provide an appropriate and valid analysis of data, and provide reliable conclusions. Okay, so kung tama yung pagkakaplano na experiment, so we will minimize yung too much cost, and then we provide a good data which in the end provide reliable or accurate na mga conclusions. Okay? So in an experiment, dalawa yung ating sources of variation. Okay? Bakit may variation? Because in an experiment, hindi magiging constant yung ating result. Let's say sa ating unang pag-conduct, ganito yung result. Sa second conduct, medyo nagbago yung kanyang result. Okay? May difference sa result. Pagdating sa third conduct, may changes pa rin or may nag-iba sa result. Okay? So variation siya, nagkakaroon ng changes or differences. Okay? That is normal. Okay? So ano ang reason for the variations? Number one, pwede actual differences sa performance. Kasi ganun talaga yung performance. Okay? So yung treatment 1, iba ang performance at treatment 2, iba rin ang performance at treatment 3. So that's why merong variation, that is the actual effect or actual performance, which is good, no? Ang magandang variation is the letter A, yung actual performance. Kung may changes or may differences or may variation, ibig sabihin yan, ang isang treatment is effective over sa other treatments. Ang ating iwasan are the experimental errors or the chance na tinatawag. Okay? Ito yung variation not because sa actual effect but because of the error in conducting the experiment. Okay? So, ang cause na experimental errors, pwede inherent variability of the experimental materials. Okay? So, pwedeng may pagkakaiba yung ating materials na ginamit. Let's say, yung ating seeds, ang iba mature seeds, ang iba is immature seeds, or ang iba medyo hindi ganon ka-viable yung seeds. That's why after the experimentation, medyo may changes sa height, no, ng ating tanim. So those are experimental errors, okay, because we were not able to properly select the same quality of seeds, okay. Ang difference ng result is not just because of the treatment but because of the error, okay. Then errors sa pag-experiment, so this is unforgivable. If we know there are errors experimentation, we should reconduct the study. Number 3, errors in observation and measurement. So, pwedeng may mali sa pag-take down ng mga data, which is very common mistake, no, or errors na nakakandak ng mga researchers. So, mali, no, yung transcription or pagkasulat ng mga data. Then number 4, we have combined effects of all the extraneous uncontrollable factors. Okay? An observed effect so large it would rarely occur by chance is called statistically significant. Okay? So ang pinakagusto nating variation is letter A, the actual variable. Okay, the actual differences ng ating performances ng variable. So kung malaki ang difference diyan, ibig sabihin ang isang treatment is maganda or more effective than the other treatments. Ang i-minimize natin is are the experimental errors or the chance. Okay? So ibig sabihin may lapses sa pag-conduct ng experiment. Okay, so in order to prevent yung masyadong malaking mga experimental errors or chance, so we should follow the 3 principles of experimental design. Number 1, we have replication. So this is the repetition, or we conduct the same trial or the same experiment many times. Okay? So may trial 1 tayo, okay? Pagdating ng trial 2, we use the same, we use the same conditions para sa pag-conduct. Okay? So kung ano yung pagka-conduct sa trial 1, it should be exactly the same way na pagka-conduct sa trial 2. Kung may trial 3 or 4 or 5, so dapat exactly the same yung pagkaka-conduct. Okay? So ang function ng replication is to provide an estimate of an experimental error, to improve the precision of the experiment, to increase the scope of inference, and to effect control of error variance. Okay, mas nagiging precise yung ating experiment pag mas maraming replication. And normally, at least 3 trials is good enough. But if we do more than that, the chances of having more experimental errors is minimized. the more trials, the more precise yung ating experiment. Okay? Because ang tendency kasi, if we have more trials, the tendency is that mas nagiging nagkakalapit-lapit to one another yung ating data. Kung sakaling may mga data na outliers or masyadong malayo, we could delete them or take them out so that magiging precise yung ating result. Okay? So, definition ng precision, the closeness, no, kung gaano kadikit-dikit yung ating data to one another. Accuracy, the closeness to the absolute or true, kung gaano sila kalapit sa tama. And the coefficient of variation, it indicates the variation within the data set. Gaano kalayo-layo yung ating mga data from one another. Okay? So, yun, that is the purpose ng ating replication to determine kung gaano kalayo or kalapit yung ating data or ating trial from one trial to another. Okay? So, kung trials yan, we should be able to have less variation because nga trial 1 the same with trial 2 ang pagkandak, the same with trial 3. Okay? The same ang pagkakandak na experiment sa mga replication. So, the variation should be really small. Okay? Para masabing maganda yung pagkakandak ng experiment. Then, another principle is yung randomization. We randomize, no? So, hindi bias yung ating selection of our layout of our experimental units. So, randomize yung pagkakapili ng test subjects or experimental units. Randomize yung pagkaka-layout ng ating experimental units. Okay? It is the use of chance to divide in the experimental units into group. It is the process of assigning the treatments among the experimental units such that every treatment has equal chance of being assigned to any experimental unit. Okay? So, yung randomization is very applicable, very important na experimental design once we conduct field works. Okay? So, what if we lay out, no, or meron tayong experimental garden or plots na gagamitin in the study. So, yung pag-randomize ng mga plots or nung tanim na ilalagay sa ating mga plots should be done. Okay? Para walang bias na mangyayari. Na bias na nailagay sa mas magandang lupa yung particular tanim or particular treatment compared with the other treatment. So, dapat randomize yung pagkaka-assign ng mga treatments sa ating plots or sa ating lupa para walang bias. Okay? Ang function ng randomization is to provide the random sample of observation to have a valid estimate of experimental error, to remove the bias of assigning treatments continually to favorable experimental units, and to protect against the effects of factors that cannot be controlled perfectly. Okay, so ang pwedeng gamiting method natin for the randomization, we have draw lots, very common, or we could use randomization software, table of random digits sa ating mga statistics books, and then random numbers using our calculators. Okay, the last of our principle of experimental design is the local control. Okay, this is the control na gagawin ng researcher. Okay, that is a personal or local nga na control. Okay, so gaano siya ka-meticulous in conducting the study will determine kung gaano ka-accurate or precise yung magiging result. Okay, local control is the process of minimizing the experimental error. It includes all practices or techniques used to minimize the experimental error, which includes balancing, blocking, and grouping of experimental units. Okay, ang technique dyan, use of appropriate experimental design or tamang method or tamang statistical analysis, use or compare maraming treatments, in statistics, no, the law of large number, mas maraming samples, mas magiging precise yung ating result. Okay? The use of appropriate experimental units, let's say proper ang size or uniform yung ating size na gagamitin, uniform or proper yung mga shapes, and other. We have proper handling of experimental units, tamang pagkakahandle ng ating mga test subjects or mga experimental units during pag-conduct na experiment, and then the refinement of experimental units. So those are the the principles of experimental design. We have replication, that is to repeat the trials. We have randomization, the random or unbiased na assignment of experimental units, and then we have the local control or yung personal na control ng ating researcher. And with that, thank you, and I hope you have learned enough dun sa ating experimental designs.